Everyone says you create your reality, but most people stop right there. It sounds inspiring, but it leaves you asking how. If reality is in my hands, then where's the switch? Where's the control panel? Nikola Tesla gave us the first clue when he said, "My brain is only a receiver." In the universe, there is a core from which we obtain knowledge, strength, and inspiration. Think about that. Your brain isn't the origin of reality, it's a receiver, like a radio tuning into stations. And what determines the station you're tuned into? It isn't conscious thought, it's the subconscious. Neville Goddard confirmed it in plain words: the subconscious does not originate ideas, but accepts as true those which the conscious mind feels to be true. In other words, your subconscious is the broadcast tower. Whatever you feed it, whatever you convince it of through repetition and feeling, is what reality reflects back. Modern science agrees. Studies show that up to 95% of our daily actions and responses come not from conscious choice, but from subconscious programming. This is why you can drive a car, make breakfast, or walk down a hallway while your mind is elsewhere. The subconscious is always running the show, quietly directing traffic while your conscious mind takes the credit. Tesla knew this before the data. He worked in silence and solitude because he understood that the subconscious is most impressionable in stillness. He once said, "The gift of mental power comes from God, divine being, and if we concentrate our minds on that truth, we become in tune with this great power." For Tesla, tuning wasn't just about machinery. It was about aligning the mind itself with higher frequency. Neville pushed this further. He taught, "Feeling is the secret." Why? Because the subconscious doesn't respond to logic. You can say affirmations all day, but if your body is still humming with fear, the subconscious doesn't buy it. It only obeys what you feel to be real. So how do you actually use this control panel? Let's break it into steps. Number 1. Enter the state of stillness. This can be before sleep, in meditation, or in quiet reflection. Why? Because in these moments, your brain slips into theta waves, the same frequency children live in. It's the doorway to the subconscious. Tesla hinted at this when he said he often received his greatest insights in moments of solitude, in flashes that felt downloaded. Number 2. Feed the subconscious with feeling, not just words, Neville said. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Don't tell your subconscious you're rich. Feel the warmth of financial freedom. Don't say you're loved. Feel the embrace. The subconscious doesn't know the difference between imagination and fact. It only knows resonance. Number 3. Repeat until it hardens. Tesla worked obsessively, repeating experiments thousands of times, because he understood that nature responds to consistent vibration. Neville mirrored this principle in human terms. Persist, and your assumption will harden into fact. The repetition of feeling is what etches new instructions into the subconscious control panel. Number 4. Detach from the clock. Time is irrelevant to the subconscious. It doesn't know later or someday. It only knows now. This is why Neville warned, the future is not something to be awaited, but something to be created now. Tesla too said, the present is theirs. The future for which I really worked is mine. Both men understood. Reality bends when you claim the state is already yours. Here's the secret most people miss. The subconscious doesn't judge. It doesn't ask whether your assumption is possible or impossible. It only accepts what is impressed upon it. If you persist in fear, the subconscious will build circumstances that echo fear. If you persist in joy, it will build circumstances that echo joy. Think about it like this. The subconscious is a projector. Tesla gave us the science of frequency. Neville gave us the script, and your life is the film on screen. If you don't like what you see, you don't smash the projector, you change the reel. So here's the challenge. Tonight, before sleep, when the veil between conscious and subconscious is thinnest, test it. Choose one state you long for: wealth, love, clarity, peace. Don't beg for it, don't hope for it. Assume it, feel it in your bones, and let that feeling settle into the depths of your being. Because here's the truth. You don't create reality by force. You create it by resonance. The subconscious is the control panel. Tesla gave us the mechanics. Neville gave us the instructions. And the moment you claim the state is now, reality has no choice but to rearrange itself to match. And if you doubt this, look at your own past. Think of a moment when you were utterly convinced of something, good or bad, and how life seemed to conspire to prove you right. That wasn't chance. That was the subconscious at work, quietly arranging reality to reflect your assumption. Tesla said, if you want to understand the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And Neville completed the thought when he said, change your conception of yourself, and you will automatically change the world in which you live. Together, they reveal the law in its purest form. Reality is not fixed, it's fluid. It bends to the rhythm of your inner state. So the question isn't, can I create my reality? The real question is, what frequency am I broadcasting right now? What assumption am I persisting in? Because whether you do it consciously or not, your subconscious is always working. It never sleeps. It never takes a day off. It is writing tomorrow with the state you occupy today. So stop waiting. Stop rehearsing lack, fear, and doubt. The control panel is already in your hands. Choose deliberately. Tune your inner receiver. Persist in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Because when you do, life doesn't just change slowly. It quantum shifts. Entire timelines collapse. What once seemed years away is suddenly here, in the now. That is not wishful thinking. That is law. Tesla mapped the mechanics. Neville handed us the key. The moment you decide to use it, you'll discover the truth they both lived by. The world outside is nothing more than a mirror of the world you dare to feel inside.